What's going on, guys? This is Rod again from the GRT. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hey, I just was trying to make this video to react on that Madrid derby. Atletico Madrid were visiting Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu, and the thing is, this game. The only thing about this game that everybody's talking about is this big old elephant in the room, and that had to be with that controversy penalty for Chouamini in the 18-minute box against the Atletico Madrid player. Like, if you are an Atletico Madrid fan, right, I can see why you would want that to be a penalty. But I can also see the other part of it being a Madrid fan, why that should not be a penalty. Because one, like, it wasn't intentional. That's the first thing. It wasn't intentional on Chouamini. Second, the Atletico player did not even get the ball. He didn't get the ball. Third, what was Chouamini to do? What was he supposed to do? Like, he had to intercept. He was trying to intercept the ball, but then that contact happened. Like, I admit there was contact. I don't know what you guys think, but that's my opinion. I don't think that was a penalty because that entire game, that ref and the VAR, like the entire officiating of that game was just abysmal. Like, it was just poor. There were fouls, or there were plays that they called against Madrid that were not factual. There was a penalty to Atletico Madrid in their own box. There was a player who had a handball in their box. It didn't even go for review of a VAR. VAR did not check for that handball. You know, that's crazy. There were instances where Vinicius took a man on, and then the player sent the ball. There was to be a corner. He put it for a goal kick. Like, it's so much that went on that game that that wind up a lot of those Madrid players. Like, first of all, with Madrid, like, going to that game, they were already like handicapped because their defense line is suffering from all the injuries. Alaba, I think, he's becoming like a Madrid look show. He has been out for like a year or something like that, for like 18 months. And then he just came back, played one game, and he's back on injury again. Like, I don't want to blame these players because on a human level, I believe they want to play. I believe they don't like being injured. But these guys play a lot of games. Like, I don't think some of these guys will play to the level Ronaldo and Messi reached because they're not playing a lot of games. Because I believe they should take some of these games, some of these cups, like all these other extra cups out. It should just be like the league, maybe the Champions League or Europa League, and then maybe another one domestic cup. But there's the Nations League. They're trying to make the Club World Cup tournament again. So it's just so much games. So conditioning for these players has to be like a very high priority. But then, if you're a team that does not have a good squad or like a big squad, like, what do you do? You know. But back to that same game. In the first half, Madrid was not too into the game, but they came in the second half. As you know it, Kylian Mbappe did what we know Mbappe is able to do. I know people think Mbappe came to Madrid, he was going to be a flop, or he was not going to do well or perform in big games and stuff like that. But he just proved them wrong because that goal he scored was brilliant. I know people will call it like, oh, it's just a tapping, he just tapped it. Like, tappings are one of, I believe, in my opinion, are one of the most important goals that some players cannot get, of how difficult it is to score a tapping. Because how many times have we seen that, for example, like Darwin Nunez miss a tapping? Or even like Torres. Does the time Torres miss, even for Chelsea, he missed some tappings that way? Players miss tappings. I feel like it has to be like, like like a crazy, not like crazy, but I mean, like, it's like there should be a technique to scoring tappings. That's how people say Ronaldo is a tapping merchant. It's not easy to score tappings. It's not easy. I just think like Carlos Ancelotti with this, because he was mad too when he got that penalty call, when they called for that penalty. He was not happy with it. That, guys, okay, like, look, there is contact. I see it. Like, I see the contact. But then if you watch Chouamini, right, you will see that he didn't mean for that to happen. He was trying to intercept that ball for it. That's what that contact happened. The player, excuse me, did not get the ball. He did not get that ball. And then the other end, Madrid got denied the penalty because the referee did not even check it. It didn't even go to VAR for them to check it. So that's another controversial call that they didn't make. You know, on a Madrid squad level or on the on the Madrid side, what I would say is that I wish the players don't wind up the referee. Like I guess the calls were really, really bad and abysmal to their playing style or whatever was going on in the game today. I get the frustration. I get it because they are trying to stay on top of the league. Because had that game been a loss, Madrid, Atletico would be in a better position, and Barcelona too. If they win their game, as they will be on top. I'm not like on top, but they will bring the gap closer. So that Mbappe style. How many? How much? Let me see how many. I missed. I don't know what was the league standing. Let me see how many points Madrid had. Okay, so that tie brought Madrid to 50 points, brought Atletico to 49, and then if Barcelona wins tomorrow, they'll get to 48. So you can see why the players were frustrated. But the thing is that with games like that, when you start winding up the referee, there's a possibility he'll call so many unjust calls against you other than what it's supposed to be, because then winding him up, you think like it's going to make him change his mind. Instead, he'll call a lot of fouls on you for just no reason. So I hope they just stay and focus on the game. uh, that whatever has to do like officiating, they let it to their management team or like their president to deal with it. They should just focus on the game, because Vinicius has not really um, been up to his game this season, like lately. I don't know what's going on with him at the moment, but Rodrigo has stepped up more. Mbappe did what he did. Like Mbappe is really on fire now. He's scoring. Mbappe is scoring. But I don't know what you guys think. You could drop your comments of what you guys think the game was like, or was that a penalty or not? You know, but in my opinion, I see why they gave it a penalty, but I also see why, as I watch Real Madrid, I would think like they should not have given that a penalty. You know, so let me know what you guys think. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content, and I'll be dropping another video um, in another bit. So I'll see you guys in another video. Good night.